Good morning, students. In the front-end design tool VB.NET lecture series, today we will discuss about how you will create your own custom control. So, okay. So in this GUI programming, we will discuss the two main topics that is called MDI form, that is called multiple document interface form, and the custom control. So, multiple document interface. A multiple document interface programs can display multiple child windows inside them. Mean to say, you are having a one form, and between one form, you can have a several child forms inside them. So, this is in contrast to a single document interface. Single document interface, that is called the SDI application, which can manipulate only one document at a time. Okay, so either you are having, if you are having one document, you can manipulate on one. Visual Studio environment is an example of multiple document interface. So Visual Studio is an example of the MDI, that is the multiple document interface, and Notepad, which we have used. Notepad is an example of the SDI application. So suppose you opening two notepads, so you can work on one at a time. Opening a document closes any previously opened document. That is called SDI. So Notepad is a single document interface. You cannot if you open one notepad, and if you wish to open another notepad, the previously opened document will be closed. So this is an example of the SDI, but this Visual Studio is an example of the MDI. Any Windows can become an MDI parent if you set the is MDI container property to true. So whatever the window you are using, if you will set that property of that window, that is MDI container to true, it will become an MDI parent of that form. And now you can have the several child forms and that. So if you wish to become a form to a parent, then you will have to set is MDI container equals to true. Now you can see the tutorial representation, that is the form 1. It is the main and this main menu, form 1, form 2, form 3. So this, as you have seen, in this is MDI contains equals to true. So if you have mean to say there are three forms. Two child forms could be added in this one form 1. So this is an example of this multiple document interface. In this way, you can create, whenever you are opening the Visual Studio, you can create one form, and if you will go to set the property, you will go to the MDI form property, then you can make the several forms in one form. So the following VB.NET program shows a MDI form with two child forms. Okay, so create a new VB.NET project. You just create on file new VB.NET project. Then you will get a default form, form 1. Then add two more forms in the project, form 2 and form 3. Create a menu on your form and call these two forms on menu click event. Okay, so you will create in a main form, form 1, you will create a menu, and then these two forms on the menu click event. Click the following link to see how to create a menu, or your menu we have discussed earlier on your how to menu control in VB.NET, how we will make menu and menu control we have discussed in the previous lecture. So if you want the MDI parent to auto size the child form, you can code like this. Okay, if you wish that MDI parent to auto size the child form, so how you will, what you will have to do, you will have to do form dot MDI parent equals to me, form dot doc equals to doc style dot fill, and form dot show. You will have to write this following 3-line code. So in this way, this is the MDI control. Now we will, discuss that custom control. So how you can create your own control, that is called the custom control. Controls are graphic objects that represent the properties or operation of other objects. VB.NET allows you to create your own set of controls. Now you can see this in the figure. You can create your own file, add menu, add this is add new item. You can add like this, and then you will see Windows application too. So in this Solution Explorer, you can see this is the Windows application 2, and it will create a form. So when you will click on the file, simply you will get this form. Now, the questions how you will create your custom controls. Let's start. In this, when you have get this form 1, you will click on local project items. In the local project items, you will see that several templates like Windows Form, class, module, component class. And here you will also see one control that's name is user control. So you will have to select this user control. First of all, what you will have to do, add new item, Windows application. So in that you will have to go to category local project item. In there you will have to select user control. Okay. When you select this user control, then you will see uh, two forms, like one is form1.vv is the design mode, and second you will see user control 1.vv. So actually it will user control one, it will become your custom control. So now on the right hand side, on the you can say the solution explorer, you will see the Windows application 2 assembly info.vv, form1.vv. Now you can see user control.vv, and in the file name you will give the name is user control1.vv. Okay. Now, so there are different kind of custom controls. We will focus on the simplest one. You can add any controls you want similar to that you do when creating form. Let's see. Here you in this user control.vv, you have seen that we have taken a label from toolbox. We have taken a one label in this. Okay, user control 1.v, and we have chosen a label, and let's give it a name is label 1. Okay, so in adding properties, in this adding property, there are two properties, one is called get and another is set. In get, what the property returns if someone tries to read it, and set, what the property receives if someone tries to write in it. So now see the adding properties, public property title get return label one dot text. Okay, we are just simply returning the title is label one dot text and get. Now set by value label one dot text equals to value and set. So you can set this with the help of set method. You can get this with the help of the get method. Is it okay? This is the public property title, and this will see in this VB whatever you are adding. Suppose you are adding get, we will have to do and get, set that and set public property title. So and property you will have to do. Now using the control, the custom control will appear in the control toolbox. Drag the control over the form just as any other control. Warning, you need to compile the project first before putting the control in. You will have to compile it before the putting the control in. Okay, so you just compile, then you will see when you will click this control toolbox, you are seeing this toolbox. So here you will see one that which you are designing the user control 1.vv is here. You will see this. I think it will appear this user control 1. Are you able to see at the last user control 1? You will see. So you just drag this from this toolbox into your form. Okay, so you will see that here user control 1.b in the toolbox. You will also see user control 1. That is, your own custom control which you have created. So the properties windows it will show the properties you define for the control as well as others that come by default. So you can set the properties. You can set the properties of this user control 1, and this is whatever the property you wish to set, you can do it, and it will be appear as you have set. So the property window will show the properties you define for the control as well as others that come by default. So here I will stop, and in the next topic we will discuss on the object-oriented features and thing, that is class and object. As you know, class and object is very important in the object-oriented programming language. So in the next lecture, we will discuss class and object. In the today's world, you will see whenever we are doing the real world programming, the importance of class and objects are vital. So this will be, and for any object-oriented, since VB.NET is also object-oriented programming language, it is also having the class and object features. Earlier in the, we have discussed earlier also that in VB was the object-based language, and this VB.NET is the object-oriented language. And in any object-oriented language, class and object is the main feature. So we will discuss this class and object in the next lecture. Thank you. Thank you till then. Okay. So here I will